as I refer to him, the legend in his own mind, Rav Holly.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the American Nomad podcast. I am your host, Rav Holly. Man, it's been a minute. I've been on a hiatus for, hey, Random Stacker, bro, you're already in the room, man. Wasn't expecting that. Whoa, yeah. It's been about 11 months, a little over 11 months since I've done a podcast, and I just wanted to, I canceled my StreamYard subscription this morning, and I actually signed up with Restream, and I meant to freaking get this podcast running about 7 p.m., but I actually am just now getting it going, and it's about 12:30 a.m. So that's kind of how my day's been, but I just wanted to give this thing a test run because I'm actually streaming. Oh, thanks, Random Stacker. Bro, appreciate that, man. I love my little Xterra. I've been a Land Rover guy for several years. And oh, it's 2:30 there, dude. What are you doing awake, man? How's things going, man? It's good to hear from you, bro. It's been so long, man. I've definitely been out of the loop for some time. So I just wanted to give you guys an update because I'm bringing the podcast back. Kind of got my creative mojo back, if you can say that. So just wanted to give an update on what was going on. But anyway, like I said, we got rid of StreamYard. Now, I really liked StreamYard, but it was really StreamYard is really what's the word? It's like kind of plain Jane, dude. Like I've had it for like 3 years. It's $25 a month. Had it for 3 years. I haven't used it that much. Now, when I have a guest on the show that's remote, it works great. That's really why I paid for it. But Restream, I am restreaming. You could do the same on StreamYard, but you could only, with the $25 a month, you could only stream to 3 different services. Now, with StreamYard, you could only do 3 different services until you went to like a $45 account. With this Restream, I am streaming right now to Kick, to YouTube, and to Facebook, I do believe. Kick, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So 4. So freaking can't beat that, dude. It's freaking crazy. Okay, you'll be right back, Random Stacker. No problem, bro. You ever look at Calamini for lifts and 4-wheel drive accessories? Yes, I do look at Calamini. Calamini's got a really nice undercarriage, like for the your lower control arms, that brings everything down on Xterra that I looked at. Calamini's got some really nice stuff, and I believe they're located right here in California in Bakersfield, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah, I guess I need to like check I need to verify. I know YouTube's working because I got Random Stacker in the chat, and he's joining the show on YouTube. So just bear with me here because I want to like jump in to the different platforms, and I want to see if we're actually working on all of the platforms. Let's see. I need to go to, oh yeah, we're working on Kick. We're working on Kick. See, we're working on Kick. So let's go to Twitch. God, I haven't been on Twitch in forever, and I'm streaming on Twitch right now. Thank you, Restream. And I'm not sponsored by, yep, we're on Twitch. I wonder about Facebook. Let's see if I'm on Facebook Live. Be so weird. Yes, I am on Facebook Live. How about that, bro? Digging the Restream. So yeah, it works great. Oh, it's got an echo. Haven't seen you on Twitch either in a long time. It's got an echo. Are you still hearing an echo, Random Nomad? I mean, Random Stacker. I had opened up some of my other streams through the browser, so That may have been why I was getting an echo. Okay, you're not getting an echo now? Yeah, that's probably why. Looked at getting a Dodge Tradesman's RV. Wow. Or CV. Dodge Tradesman. You mean an RV? Like a... It's like a Brougham or whatever it is, right? Tradesman. Dodge Tradesman. CV. CV axle, you mean? I gotta look that up. Oh, the little Dodge. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I didn't know what it was called. 2014. Yeah, a little minivan. Yeah, the Van Life Sheldons, they have one of those. They have a bus now, but they actually had like one of those. But it wasn't, theirs was I don't think theirs was a Dodge. It was already set up to convert. Nice. So did you get it or did you hold off on it? Were you going to pay cash for it, or 2014 you're probably going to finance that, right? I'm planning on getting a rooftop tent for my Xterra. No back seats. Yeah, it was all stripped out, ready to convert. Gotcha. I'm planning on getting a rooftop tent for my Xterra. Those things are crazy expensive, though. I mean, you're looking at, for a nice one, you're looking at $2,000, which is crazy for a damn tent. I want to check something here because I have this set up so I can do like a browser. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, look at this. So the tent that I'm looking for is a Alu, or the one I like is a Alu cab. Rooftop tent. But man, these things are like, yeah, $3,000. Oh, that's not an Alu cab. Let me see. Yeah, here's the Alu cab. I actually think the Alu cab is $4,000, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. The 3rd generation rooftop tent. Read more. They're so nice, though. Ooh, wonder how long the video is.
5 years ago, we brought you the Gen 3 Expedition tent, and it was a game changer at the time. It allowed one to be able to move quickly from camp to camp, hassle-free, to set up your camp, to get yourself off to bed. All your bedding could remain inside, in place, and when it was bedtime, all you literally had to do was pop the tent up, and everything opened up for you, and you literally added some spring poles to the tent. We've changed the game again. We've added to this product, and we've improved on all those little aspects that we have learned over time needed the upgrade to manage the different climates, the different conditions that
this is a 4-season
tent
tent
subjected to all around the world. And let me run through just some of those amazing new changes we made to the tent to make it an even better product.
Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. This is exactly what I want. There's actually some hard shell tents out there now too. There's actually some hardcover tents out there now as well. That's pretty nice. I'm looking at a pop-up A-frame with a dormer. Oh, so to go, because you can like the Alu cab. Alu cab makes a tent that actually you can. There's a girl that's on YouTube that's an overlander. I can't remember her name, but she's got like a Land Rover. She has a Land Rover Defender 110, and she has an Alu cab where she cut the top off of her. She completely cut the top off of this Defender 110, this Land Rover, And Alucab makes a tent that actually fits right on top. So you cut your top off of the vehicle, and the tent actually becomes the top of the vehicle, and you can actually access the tent. It's got like a bed, so you can like stand up, and then it's really cool. I like Defender 90s. Yeah, I like the 90s too, but I like the 110s with the Alucab 10 on them. Let me show you what I'm talking about, Random Stacker. Still trying to get used to calling you Random Stacker. I called you Random Nomad for so long. Let's see. Let's see. Land Rover Defender 110 rooftop tent. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, these are the new Defenders. I'm not looking for those. We're looking for the old ones. So here's a 90, like you were talking about. Oh, you can't see anything. There's a 90 like you were talking about with a tent. But that's not what I'm talking about. I've seen some. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, here you go, right here. Here's one. So see, if you look at this right here, this tent, they've cut the top off of this Defender, and the tent is the top now. And it's got a bed, or you can stand up, but it's also got a bed right here, so you can squeeze up in here, and yeah, I mean, it works pretty amazing. I can't remember what the girl on YouTube, I can't remember what her channel name is, but she actually installed one on her Defender on her YouTube channel. Yeah, here's another one. It's called the Icon, but Alucab makes one as well. Not too high on that Defender. I just don't know how much they are, but they're probably super expensive. Anything that you're gonna do nowadays that has anything to do with off-road or especially overlanding is gonna be insanely expensive. I wonder if I could find that girl's channel. YouTube. Let's see if we can find her channel. Let's see. Oh, look at this. It's like a freaking camper.
Here at GetRefunds.com, we give
man.
businesses an average payroll tax
I'm
refund.
not logged in. I'm not signed in. I have it's the wrong freaking. Need to get signed in. Let's see. Next. Oh, wrong password. Great. Update. Oh my god, I gotta do two-step verification. Great. Send it. Hey, Oscar, what's going on, bro? You're awake as well. What's up, guys? I hate it when that happens. I know, dude. It's like, and I can't see, so that makes it even better. 284. See if this works. There we go. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, my podcast, look, we're right here. That's cool. Shows we're live on YouTube, guys. So I wanted to look for Rover Defender 110 full time overlanding. That girl's name, it's like a, she is like a, yeah, right here. Eva Zubek. Yeah, this is her channel. And she's got a Defender 110 with a rooftop tent. And she actually, in one of her videos, I mean, she goes through some different, here's her Defender before she got before she cut the top off. And she just had a roof rack on it. but she's actually got the video where she installed the yeah, it's right here. They ripped my truck apart. So let's look at this.
This episode marks the beginning of a new chapter.
This roof is going.
Odyssey, the truck I'm crossing the Americas in, is getting a complete makeover today.
I definitely do not like the look of that. Oh my god.
And it ain't pretty.
This is my new car.
But first, I need to get her prepped for the work ahead.
It's one of the most important days in my calendar for a long time, and of course, I overslept. So I now have about 15 minutes to get everything out of the top cupboards of Odyssey, which will be taken off, and stuff it in the Airbnb.
Oh, you woke
where
up
I'm
to
staying
feed
right
the
now.
baby? Oh,
So
congratulations,
let's see if we
Oscar,
can
on the baby. I saw your picture on Facebook, brother. Congratulations. So happy for you guys.
We're not going anywhere today, no.
Let's see if we can skip ahead where
Can't believe it.
they get the top
It's
on.
done.
That's
It's
done.
finally done. I remember the first time I saw one of these pop-top roofs. It was just over a year ago on a friend's car, on a friend's Defender in Poland when I first got Odyssey. And I just thought it looked so cool. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And I guess I just didn't suspect that a year later it would actually happen. So, you want to take a look? All right, let's do it.
Let's see it.
After all the work had been done by Rin and Justin in the workshop, it was time to test the owl cab for the very first time in the wild. Would it really be the game changer I had hoped it to be? Would it even work? I was about to find out.
Yeah, this is the same type, random stacker. This is the same type of tent that you're talking about for the Wranglers.
Do you want to see a magic trick? I call it
I'm gonna try to
disappearing act.
gonna try to
No?
gonna try to skip ahead a little bit.
Do not
I just want to see the tent, girl. Let's go. And there it is. That's so sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really. That's the rig right there, man. The only problem with that rig,
What
it
do you
won't do
think?
but about
Are you
60 miles an
impressed?
hour.
Yeah? But that's not everything. There's step 2.
Yeah, which
This is the true wow factor. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm so ready.
yeah, check this
Push
out.
these two cards up.
And she can
All the
stand up in her
space
truck.
in the world. Check this out. I can sit and I can stand. I can sit and I can stand. In fact, I can even jump. Oh my god. Look, it's so much taller than me. I can actually jump inside Odyssey.
Yeah, it's a diesel.
And I still can't
Her
reach the
her rig
top.
is a diesel.
So this part here is the bed, and I already put some bed linen in it because I'm so psyched about this. So that is like just a bed, you know, and it kind of like goes down here. So you can kind of see it's like a whole separate floor inside. the
Anyway,
car, which is
Yeah, so you guys
awesome.
get the idea.
And then you just kind of push it up to make space.
Those things are super cool. Super cool. And there's actually a company, it's called oh god, what is it called? I follow them on Himalaya. It's a Himalaya Defender, and the company's called Himalaya or something like, I believe it's Himalaya. And they actually take Defenders like hers and completely restore them and put like either an LT1 or LT3 or 4, like a Corvette engine in a Land Rover Defender, or they put like a Cummins diesel in them. And that is, once you replace that power plant, I mean, those engines, you either get a good Land Rover or a bad one, because I've had 2 of them. Been drove them for years, but a lot of people have a lot of problems with them, nitpicky problems, and they can break down on you, and they're super expensive to fix. But if you put like a Cummins diesel in one of those things, dude, you have got an amazing freaking truck. You think, yeah, Chevy small block is, I don't think, is that LT1? Is that a Chevy small block? I don't think that's just a regular Chevy 350 small block, is it? The LT1, the Chevy LT1s. I mean, that they're putting those LT1s in everything nowadays, though. Yeah, the LT1 is a 350. Yeah, they can have electrical problems, the Land Rovers. Anything British, one thing the British can't get right is like, they can't get like anything to do with like electrical. Oh, it's a 327 random stacker. A-liner. Let's see what Oscar's dropped a link for us. Let's check it out. Oh, you're talking about a pull behind. I've been looking at these myself. Now, here's another one, dude. You guys are going to freak out on this one, but I can't remember the name of them. But there is a company now. They're building a trailer that's an off-road trailer. It's in Australia as well, because in the outback, that's where everything overland, it seems like, everything that's the best, top of the line for overlanding, it seems to come out of Australia, right? But there's a company in Australia that's building these new travel trailers. These things are like tanks. They literally have like hydraulics. So like if you need to lower it down to go down the highway, you can literally lower the whole trailer, or you can lift the whole trailer. But listen to this. I'm trying to remember the one. I follow him on Instagram, but I can't remember what the hell the name of the trailer is. See, Australian off-road camper. See if we can find. Yeah, here they are right here. Bam! You guys got to check this out. Watch this. This is gonna blow your mind. We just gotta get at the. I gotta get the right browser going here. Hold on a second.
Introducing the all-new Brooder EX.
Yeah, hold on. I have the ROM. I'm running two browsers here, guys. Hold on. I have one browser so I can see things, and I have one so you guys can see things.
Introducing the all-new Brooder EXP6, a bespoke off-road expedition trailer like no other. It all starts with our chassis and suspension design. The Brooder chassis can withstand 11 times its own weight, 3 times the Australian standard, and it's able to maintain its strength in below freezing temperatures and in arid conditions of over 55 degrees Celsius. The chassis is also completely airtight, so no sand, salt, mud or snow can get caught inside. Unlike a flat chassis, the Brooder EXP6 features a large step up. This design goes
Wait to hear the
hand-in-hand
price
with
of
our
these things,
suspension
though.
system, which has well over 12 inches of wheel travel, double that of common independent suspension system designs, and by far the most wheel articulation on the market. The suspension can easily be adjusted on the fly from the comfort of your vehicle using our app and your smartphone. This allows the EXP6 to be perfectly tuned for the terrain you're on, giving huge ground clearance when
Oh, look, they're
required,
pulling it with a
or
Defender.
aerodynamics when traveling at speed, all whilst you remain in the comfort of your vehicle. At rest, the suspension can lower, raise, level or lean, so the kitchen is always the perfect height to suit your needs. We also use rolled tube materials for the suspension arms, which is both stronger than square
Yeah, it's a
material,
Defender
improves ground
pulling
clearance,
it.
and prevents catching off-road. Remote off-road exploration is our passion, so the whole system is immensely strong but under very little stress or strain. And in the event of an emergency, we have backup systems, manual overrides,
It's got a
and it can
winch in
even
the
be
back.
converted to a 2-wheel configuration. And should forward progress
There's a
ever be
winch in the
halted,
back right there.
A rear-worn recovery winch
Yeah.
can be of real assistance when traveling solo in remote locations. At just over 1.6 tonne, the EXP6 is lighter than many single-axle off-road camper trailers, but it gives the benefit of four-wheel flotation and control. It's also built to match the wheel track of your tow vehicle, and the suspension is easily tailored to suit your vehicle, no matter how standard or modified it may be.
Damn, look at that.
Carefully thought out body dimensions allow it to venture where off-road caravans simply can't fit. And keeping the width within the frame of the tow vehicle takes the stress out of navigating your way through tight areas, along narrow outback tracks, or twisting alpine roads. It also improves handling and fuel efficiency. The EXP6 body is entirely made from composite material. This German manufactured material is both immensely strong and lighter than conventional alloy, timber and fiberglass building techniques. And unlike other trailers, the body is separated from the chassis using high-density rubber body mounts. Just like a modern vehicle, these mounts isolate the body from off-road vibrations, and in conjunction with our suspension system, make the EXP6 capable.
I don't know if they custom build them for your specs, Random Nomad. I mean, if you have the money, I'm sure they can, but I mean, they come pretty loaded as it is. And the inside, the inside of these trailers, Random Stacker, the inside is like what I like. You know what I mean? Because I've been looking at some travel trailers, and even the new ones, dude, like they're still putting this goofy ass paneling and stuff in these things, dude. Like, why are you doing that still? That is like so 2005. Stop. They're putting the board, that particle board, you know what I mean? And they're so cheaply made, dude. This thing is like, I mean, it looks like a freaking, like a rolling command center on the inside, and that's more my style. That's like what I want to build my Snap-on truck out to. You can call me Random Nomad. Yeah, sorry, brother. I know you're a Random Stacker now. I try to remember.
Until you see what else I can do.
But I appreciate that, because my old brain, you know.
Go to bruderx.com.
But here's the only problem with these trailers. Like I said, they're freaking amazing. But the only problem is if I remember, I think they're like $400,000. $400,000. The Brooder. Like, who could afford? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but like, who can afford 400 grand for a fucking travel trailer? Come on now, give me a break. Let's see. I'm using this mic. I would love an earth roamer. Oh, dude, me and you both, bro. Me and you both. I saw one the other day. I like the ones with the flat nose, but I actually saw one the other day on, well, the earth roamer with the 4x4, yeah, with the Ford chassis. I'm not that big on these. I like the commercial truck ones. The real, like this one. 1.5 million. Yeah, this one, I like this one too. Oh, you can't even see it. Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting to. So this one, I like this one. I'm not into the pickup ones though, like with a pickup chassis. But I mean, they're the cheaper ones. I like these with a bigger, like, commercial truck chassis. But I like the big earth, like the Euro earth roamers. What else do they call them? I mean, earth roamer is like a brand, but they have like another. Oh, here we go, like this one. Yeah, I love this one. Unicat. This is what I'm talking about. If I was freaking filthy rich, if I was rich, I don't know if I would have one of these or if I would have like a luxury mansion.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Unicat channel. Today I have the real pleasure to introduce you to our new TC78 family suite vehicle.
Oh my god!
This is the first of 5.
Yeah, baby.
Now, and I really love it, and I'm happy.
A Unimog, yeah, but the problem with the Unimogs is they're not very fast. Super slow. There was a dude on YouTube who had a Unimog just like this, and he got out of it and bought one of those the military trucks that looks like a Unimog. I can't think of the name of them. And he built it. He built his. Yeah, look at all that solar.
Because of its length on a 6x6
It's a 6x6 chassis.
And as it's a family vehicle, we have chosen a crew cab with 5 seats. This is a MAN GGS Series 2 with a 510 horsepower engine.
Put a 4BT Cummins in it.
Euro 6 emission standard.
A 4BT? There's no way, dude. This thing's way too heavy for a 4BT. It'd have to be a 6BT, probably a 24 valve. But what you would really want in this truck is you would want the like the one that's in the diesel pusher motorhomes, which is it's a Cummins, but I can't remember. It's a 8 series Cummins. That's the one you would want in this truck. This truck's way too heavy. 4BT, a 4BT Cummins is like something. It'll barely. It's not even really big enough for like a Tahoe. There's a diesel mechanic that did like he did a Tahoe conversion and put a 6BT in it. And I actually talked to him and he's like, yeah, it's just not quite enough power. I should have put a 6BT in it.
It has, of course, all-wheel drive. It has differential locks. It has a semi-automatic transmission.
I want to see it, dude. Let's see the truck. Shut the.
So the vehicle doesn't get higher, which is very nice because we can fill up the whole area.
Look at that, dude.
With solar panels. And there is another technical detail on these air conditioners.
Oh, in the
work
Unimog.
directly
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
24 volt. So we
Yeah,
take
they
the
do
power
great in
from the
Ford
battery
Rangers. That's a
and run
perfect
the
platform for a
compressor and the
4BT.
fans and everything directly. So the consumption is lower.
I think I
We
could put a
don't need
4BT
huge
in my
inverters to
Xterra would be
make
perfect.
Very bright, super quality LED lights for wide beam, a family of 5 people. And so
But see the inside of this? See, it's got wood. Like, I like the inside of that trailer better than I do the inside of this expedition vehicle. I'm not into this. I like more of a utilitarian look. Does that make sense? Like, if you made this wood trim like some other, they're like making this for a female, I guess. Because the females love the wood. I want it to be more of a utilitarian look, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's stop looking at stuff we can't afford. So you still keep it up with the Nomad community, Random Stacker? Did you know Jimmy Allen? He has a YouTube channel that's called the Almost Happy Camper. Are you subscribed to my Nomad News channel? I think Nissan might have a good diesel too. Yeah, Nissan, I think they do have a good diesel. The Most Happy Camper. So this dude Jimmy Allen, I'm thinking about bringing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring Nomad News back as well. Yeah. So. This is my buddy Jimmy Allen. Jimmy is living out there. He's been living out in Arizona. If you keep up with the Arizona Nomads, like out in Quartzsite and Parker, he's been out there for quite some time. He was the host of the Boondockers Bash that was held in Quartzsite. I mean, not Quartz. Yeah, Quartzsite. The Boondockers Bash was his thing that he hosted, and he just passed away. He passed away the other night. If you see the message right here, they found him passed away in his bed. It says Jimmy passed away on 3/29/23. Please consider donating for his final expenses. So there's a GoFundMe for Jimmy. So I just wanted to put this out here. I plan on doing a Nomad News episode. As well. So there's $1,100 raised so far. Looking for a $5,000 goal, which you're looking at 10 grand for just a basic funeral these days. So even 5 grand is not very much. But me and Jimmy were friends on Facebook. Talked to him, you know, in Quartzsite at RTR, Boondockers Bash. He was one of the first nomads that I know of that was that actually was sponsored, had a sponsorship with what's the little orange battery pack? The little the little inverter. What are the orange ones called? I can't even think of the name of them. They're super popular. Everybody's got one. You can even hook solar panels to them. But it's the orange one. The Jackery. He was like the first nomad that was like literally, he had a Jackery before anybody had one. The only nomads I kept up with was Paul Barker and Meek. Yeah, a guy in his van. Still want to get to RTR once in my life. I think RTR is done, random. I think it's over. I don't think they're doing. I mean, they might bring it back, but I don't think so. But anyway, didn't really, not trying to be not trying to be a bummer, but it was just pretty sad that Jimmy passed away the other night. So I'm probably gonna do an episode of Nomad News, talk about it on there. So anyway, I wanted to get into why I have not been streaming, why I haven't been doing anything, because nobody knows. I've gotten so many people asking. I had somebody on my Facebook. I made a post the other night, and they're like, "Rob, what's going on with you? You still have your Snap-on truck? Why don't we see you anymore?" Blah blah blah. Or on YouTube. So I wanted to jump on here and address it in this episode of what's been going on and why I haven't been streaming, and kind of just give an update. As you know, Random Stacker, I was gaming streaming for quite some time on Twitch, and then I just kind of got burnt out on. Well, I didn't get burnt out on that. What happened with that is the new version of Call of Duty came out, Warzone, and it's terrible. Hated it. I don't hate it, but it's just not fun for me like the original was. So that kind of killed my gaming streaming career. Now I've kind of got back into it a little bit. I streamed yesterday on Kick. I left Twitch and I'm now on Kick. So I know, Random Stacker, that you were with me on Twitch, and then I moved to Trovo, and now I'm on Kick. So yeah, that's part of my problem with the whole gaming thing. I'm not a big fan of Twitch. Doc, I don't know if you know who Dr. Disrespect is. You probably don't know, Random Stacker, but he's my favorite streamer, and basically Twitch effed him over. They literally effed him over. So I'm not a big fan of Twitch. I mean, but it's the #1 streaming platform for gaming out there, so everybody just stays loyal to them. But when it comes down to it, they're owned by Amazon. So if you're a gaming streamer and you're streaming on Twitch, the reason they're effing you over, and everybody's crying, all the big streamers are crying on Twitch about how bad they're being treated. And the reason, oh, you know who he is? Sweet. The reason that they're treating you so bad as a streamer on Twitch is because Twitch is now owned by Amazon. You don't know this. So you're no more than just another Amazon employee. I mean, if you really get down to brass tacks, you're just an Amazon employee. And Amazon don't treat their employees very well. And you know how I know this? Doc does well on Facebook. You know what's going on? Random. Facebook is discontinuing their gaming streaming. I think they're getting rid of it completely. And Meta just discontinued their creator fund. I was making money on my Instagram with my Instagram reels and stuff, and Facebook just cut all that out. It's all with this going on with the downturn in the economy, with all the inflation and stuff, and Facebook just laid off thousands of employees. Amazon's laid off thousands of employees, so it's a sign of the times. So it's going to be tough for creators here in the future, I think. And Facebook gaming is probably dead. If you don't remember Mixer was owned by Microsoft, and Mixer was Twitch's biggest competitor. because Twitch was owned by Amazon. Mixer was owned by Microsoft. Microsoft threw in the towel like over a year ago, like a couple of years ago. They gave up. And if Microsoft can't afford to run a streaming platform, it's not easy. But with the new Kick platform, it looks literally identical to Twitch. And what I like about it is it's not run by a bunch of woke Silicon Valley people. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Not to offend anybody, which I probably will. That's the name, my middle name. If you're not offended, just stick around a little bit longer. But anyway, that's a lot of what the deal goes on with Twitch. You have a whole dichotomy of people that are on Twitch that are in that category of people that are streamers, and then you have the total opposite. So you have them kind of attacking each other. So it is what it is. And then you have Twitch taking the side of, you know, the purple-haired streamers against the other streamers. So there's all kinds of bans going on for this and that, and people getting banned for 24 to 48 hours to a week, and they don't even know why they got banned. Or you'll see one girl get banned because she's doing a bikini stream, and then you'll see another girl that's almost, just damn near nude, and she doesn't get banned. So you're just like, what is going on? Doesn't even make any sense. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy. But I got a message through Restream. It says, congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Wow. Bow chicka wow wow. Thanks to you, Random Stacker. If it wasn't for you, brother, I wouldn't have got hardly any messages. I'm going to go ahead and tweet it. We can tweet it. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to do a YouTube. I'm going to do a YouTube review of Restream. Not today, but at some point. But anyway, back to Kick. So anyway, with the deal with Kick is it literally looks just like freaking. As a matter of fact, let's go take a look. It looks just like. It literally looks just like. It looks just like Twitch. But I'm going to tell you the reason I'm on Kick. And I did my first stream on Kick like maybe Wednesday. And then I did a 7-hour stream yesterday. And then now we're streaming on Kick again today. But the reason I'm on Kick is not so over moderated. YouTube give you, no, never did get my monetization back on YouTube, Random Stacker. That's another reason, you know, it's hard to do this stuff, dude. It's hard to I love doing it. Don't get me wrong. I actually love podcasting. I love streaming. You know, it's fun for me. But, dude, in this office right here, you can't see, but I've got I don't know, probably $11,000 to $14,000 worth of crap I've bought. You know what I mean? Just this microphone is $500, and then the arm is another $100. Then I'm streaming right here on this camera right here is a Canon EOS R, which is $2,000. Then up here, right here, this is a Sony A7 II. When I bought it for $1,400 used. And then right here is just a little camera, Elgato Cam, and this thing was like a couple $100. And then I have a Stream Deck XL, I have a Go XLR. My PC is just the graphics card, and my computer was $800, just a graphics card. So, you know, this stuff is not cheap. And then when you don't make any money using it, it's like, what the freak, dude? Or, you know, you don't make any money doing it. A good buddy of mine oh yeah, you told me about that guy. That's why you did Random Stacker. That's why you did Random Stacker, right? Did you have any luck? Random Stacker, doing it? You still use your iPhone as a camera? I don't. Now I have cameras I replaced with the EOS R right here. This camera right here pretty much replaced my phone, but I may still use one phone. So you can use a phone. You can use a phone. I have 3 iPhones here. All my old iPhones. So when you were watching me before Random Stacker, I was using these 2 phones as 2 different camera angles. And there's a virtual camera for OBS that you can set up and you can use as you used to see. Now, sometimes it would lag out or flake out or whatever, but these, if you have an old iPhone, are a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? It's a lot cheaper than buying a camera. Oh, and here, look at this. This thing right here, I paid like $200 for this thing. It's a Zoom Podcaster. I can't remember what the hell it's called. PodTrack. It's a PodTrack P4. I bought this thing for like $200. I never used it. I hooked it up and never used it. And then over here, I have a big mixer. That's the L4, I think. It's a Zoom L4. And I don't even use it anymore either because I use my Go XLR. But when I have somebody in studio, I have to have more than one XLR jack. So I bought this because I thought it would be able to replace my big camera, my big mixer, but it won't because this thing gets some kind of echo through it. So I meant to sell it, and it's been sitting on my desk for a year, 2 years. But anyway, so let's go. I want to show you a Mixer really quick. And you don't have to follow me on Mixer Mixer. Kick. Why am I saying Mixer? You don't have to follow me on Kick. If you're following me on YouTube, Random Stacker. And so with Restream, the reason I was always trying to get you to follow me around, Random Stacker, is because when I was using StreamYard, I wasn't multi-streaming. So like when I was streaming on Twitch, I was just on Twitch. So if you weren't on Twitch following me, you didn't see my stream. If you were just following me on YouTube. When I do the podcast now using Restream, I'm going to restream on, like I said, at least 4 to 5 platforms. Right now, we're streaming on 4 platforms. We're streaming on Kick. We're streaming on Facebook, my profile page on Facebook. I'm streaming on Twitch, and I'm streaming on YouTube. And I'm going to be doing, I don't know if so anyway, this is Kick. I mean, if you look at the difference of Kick, I mean, it looks exactly freaking like, I don't know how to do another freaking, it looks exactly like freaking Twitch. This is Kick. I know you thought it was Twitch, Random Stacker. So I'm going to go to Twitch now. I want you to see the difference.
Incredible stuff.
Okay. Oh, wrong browser. So here's Kick. I don't know how to do another browser tab in Microsoft Edge. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Oh well. All right, so this is Kick. And then we're going to go to Twitch so you can see the difference. You ready? Here we go. Twitch TV. Bam. And now we're on Twitch. I mean, they literally are damn near identical. The only difference is Kick, just like Trovo. Kick is freaking green. Yep. But anyway, so that's Kick. We can even go into our stream here. This would be weird. We may get an echo here, Random Stackers, so don't freak out here. We get an echo. Don't freak out here. Yeah, so there we are. There's the stream running on Kick. There's the stream running on Kick. All right, let's get out of there. But anyway, you get the idea. And so back to the main reason to stream on Kick. Kick is a new platform. Anytime one of these new platforms come out, yeah, really no difference. It's going to be interesting though to see if Twitch actually tries to sue Kick, because it looks like Kick just stole all of their source code and built their own Kick. I mean it's the exact same site basically. It looks like it literally looks like they stole the source code from Twitch and just named it Kick and turned the purple font stuff to green. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes if Kick starts really putting a dent in Twitch's and there's a lot of people flooding over to Kick. I'm not kidding you. And one reason for me to be on Kick is because, like I said, they're not near as strict as Twitch, which I don't even like. You can set your stream to be 18 plus. Now, I don't even do that because I try to keep it pretty PC, or I try to keep it pretty PC, and I try to keep it, not too much profanity. I've got a button here, so if I want to say you know what I mean. But anyway, so I don't even set mine to adult. But like if you're gonna do something that's adult oriented, as far as like cursing or whatever, you can set it to mature audiences only. But anyway, the two main reasons for me to be streaming on Kick, which I'm streaming on Twitch right now as well, but the main reason for Kick is because it's new. So if you can get in at the beginning of any new social media platform, like if you hear of a new platform starting up, get in there immediately. I know so many people that are like, oh, I'm going to wait and see if it gets established. And then by the time it gets established, you're way behind the 8-ball or way behind the curve. So as soon as I hear of a new platform, if I think I'm going to use it, I jump in there and create an account, make sure I got my name. And with Kick, you're getting... you're getting in at the beginning, which is the way to do it. You're getting in at the beginning, and then the other thing is, this is crazy. This is not going to last. There's no way this can last. But if you haven't heard, Twitch just redid their creator fund. So before, their huge creators on Twitch, they had like a special contract. So they would get 70%. And then Twitch would take 30%. But if you were like a small streamer, like a small affiliate like me, I think it was 50-50 split. And now they literally just went across the board. It's all 50-50 now. But Kick is 95-5. You get 95%. You get 95% of what you earn on Kick. And that there's no way that's going to be able to last. Dude, Random Stacker, I appreciate you hanging with me, brother, but if you need to get to bed, man, because you got to work, I know it's 3:30 there? 3:21 a.m.? I know you're saying you're just going to stay up with me all night, but dude, if you need to get to bed, I totally get it. What time do you have to be at work? Like 6 a.m.? Yeah, if you need to get to bed, bro, don't let me, I can keep this thing running. Lots of coffee tomorrow. Yeah, if you went to bed now, you get what, 2.5, 3 hours sleep? That'd be better than none. 6:30, yeah. Whew. Do you work an 8-hour day or a 10-hour day? Oh, you only work till 1? Oh, man, you'll be fine, bro. You'll be fine. I'll give it a few minutes. All right, brother. I appreciate it. I'm going to, let's see. We've been going for 44 minutes, so I'm only going to go about another 15 minutes here. So if you hang with me another 15, we'll be done. I just want to get an hour in. I wanted to test the new system and, see how this thing works. And as of right now, I'm really impressed with Restream. My cameras work. I can switch everything. I can stream through my OBS. I mean, it works pretty damn good. Let's see if I'm gonna turn some background music on here for the stream, Random Nomad. Let me know if you can hear the music or if it's too loud. Yeah, it's a short day. Yeah, I'm basically just, you know, testing out all the bells and whistles I got. I mean, this stuff's all been set up, but haven't been using it in so long. And like, I've literally got like, I actually pay for Spotify so I can be able to stream with it. So I actually have like, let's see. Try to find some no copyright music I can play. There we go. Oh yeah. Take it easy. Yeah, there we go. A little background music going. It's a little aggressive. Go with that one. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to take this stuff on a test run. I really am happy that you showed up, Random Stacker, because I wasn't sure streaming this late at night if anybody would be in the chat, so I wasn't sure if I'd even be able to test how the chat and everything works, but it really seems to work well. Yeah, I'm really I'm actually kind of excited about all this, actually. But yeah, if I can build a community on Kick, I'll really be happy there. But I'm going to be getting back to my YouTube, really getting back to my YouTube. And I wanted to go into the reason why I have, the main reason why I have not been streaming. And what kind of happened, why I stopped. Because there is a reason. Freedom Dove, look who it is. Hey, Rav, I've been wondering. Let's see if we can do this. See. No, I can't. I thought I was supposed to show. Guess I can't do that in this one. So if I use the restream software, there's actually a chat overlay too. So anyway, I'm streaming through OBS, but if I use the restream software, I can actually have the messages go up on the screen like the old StreamYard did. Hope you've been doing well. I've been doing pretty good, Freedom Dove. I was getting ready to tell Random Stacker the reason I haven't been streaming, why you haven't seen me in so long. For those that don't know, here in California, there's been a vaccine mandate since September of 2020. So I did not take the thing that most people did. So it's not just mandated by, it's mandated by the unions. So if you're not, yeah, I'm a night out too, Random Stacker. If you're not poked, you cannot work on set. So Random Stacker, Freedom Dove, you guys know that I work as a production assistant and an assistant director in the film industry. So I have not been able to work in the film industry since September of 2020 because I can't be on set because I'm not poked. So for the last year and 2 or 3 months, I'm really embarrassed to say this almost, I have actually been working, I've been working at Amazon. I've been working at an Amazon warehouse out in Bloomington. I went to work out there for the holidays, not the past holidays, but the holidays before, in 2022. 2021. I went to work there November 8th, 2021, and I was just going to work through the holidays because they needed people for the holiday season. So I went to work there. I planned on going to work there November 8th, and then I was going to be done by like right after New Year in Bloomington. How did you know? Yeah, I guess I told you, Random Stacker. Didn't even know I told you. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I was working the graveyard, so I was working from 8 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. No shame, don't let yourself be poked if that's not what you want. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, they require no freaking you know, there's a Bloomington, California. Yep, there's a Bloomington, California. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. And when I went to work there, it was an 8-hour day, and then we voted and went to a 10-hour day, and we were off 3 days. So I was off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I thought, you know, great, dude, that's perfect, because I'll be off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That'll give me 3 days. I can freaking do my podcast and do all of my stuff and still have a full-time job, and it's going to work great. Wrong. Yeah, it didn't work, because by the time, like, the work week was over, I was so freaking exhausted from working all night. I did not want to do anything else. So there was no photography much. My photography pretty much came to a screeching halt. All of my podcasting, all of this stuff just came to a screeching halt. I wasn't doing anything but just working there at Amazon. So my creativity just went out the door, or right out the window. But February, I don't know, like February the 11th or something like that. February 23rd, maybe it was. I can't remember what day. I think it was around the 11th. Some kid tried to like come bully me out of my assigned spot, and we got into a heated argument. And Amazon has like a no violence policy or whatever, so he pushed me or shoved me. I didn't even touch him because I didn't want to get fired, actually, but ended up getting fired anyway. So I wasn't distraught about it, but nobody likes being fired. But I look back at it now, and it was a blessing. I'm not sad about it at all. I'm so glad to be out of there. And the funny thing is like when I went to work there, I went to work there with a complete. I worked there with an open mind. I was like, you know, it can't be that bad. Everybody thinks it's terrible, you know, but it really can't be that bad. I'm going to go into this with an open mind. I couldn't work at Amazon. Nobody should. But I, you know, you hear all of these things, right? Like you hear all these things like, oh, you know, they don't let their employees go to the bathroom and all this crazy stuff. So I was like, I want to see for myself, you know what I mean? It'll make a good YouTube series. So I plan on doing a whole YouTube series about my experience there. I've got some stuff that I want to put out there and, you know, talk about what it's really like working there, because it's just the one warehouse. I can't tell anybody about, you know, there's some employees that have been from one place in one state and they've bounced around. I can just give you the one warehouse I worked at, but I can pretty much say that it's pretty much across the board everywhere. And so there's some nuances about working there that it's interesting to say. I will say this: when I was in high school, this will give you the gist of it. But anyway, what I was saying is I went into it with an open mind. I thought, well, you know, people today are such crybabies. You know, everybody's soft. You know, how bad can it be? You're working in a climate-controlled warehouse. You know, when I was a kid, I was digging ditches working for a plumbing company. You know what I mean? For sewer lines with a spade, a sharpshooter, a little thin shovel for a 4-inch sewer line. So I was out there all day digging ditches. You know what I mean? So I was like, how bad could it really be? And I'd rather, to put it short, I would pretty much just be rather digging ditches. I mean, there's less BS you have to put up with. But yeah, they don't treat their employees very well. They do have decent benefits. They got a decent 401k. They give you like $100 to shop on Zappos to buy boots, work boots. You get a pair of free work boots like every 6 months, and they pay for them. Are you out, Random Stacker? All right, brother. I'm only going to be on here about 5 more minutes. Have a good night, man. Thank you so much, Random Stacker, for dropping in, though, brother. It was good to talk to you. Look for me again, man. I'm going to be more active. You're going to see me. But anyway, yeah, the Amazon thing, like, it was just, I was walking around like the last probably 6 months just mad at the world because I was so miserable working there. But, you know, I just wasn't raised to be a quitter, so I should have just quit. But, you know, you get into that habit of working somewhere and then you just stay with it. Yeah, get some rest, brother, and have a good day at work, man. Thank you again for stopping in. I totally appreciate it. I'm going to try to keep this thing to an hour, so we're 55 minutes right now, so about 5 more minutes. But anyway, I just wanted to give an update. You know, that's why you haven't seen me, because I've literally just been just suffering working at a damn Amazon warehouse for the last year and like 2 or 3 months. And I was so freaking tired, you know, when I'd get off, that I just didn't have any creative mojo. But I will say that, you know, I met a friend of mine. Her and I've been collaborating on some stuff. I met her there at Amazon, so that's been a blessing because she's really inspired me and helped me get back to wanting to do this stuff again. I'm getting her set up so she can stream and, you know, so she can do like creative stuff as well. So that's what we're kind of working on now. So I want to bring the podcast back. As far as the podcast with the political stuff, I'm not going to be doing any of that stuff on the mainstream, but I'm going to be probably doing a show on Rumble, probably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, hopefully, to where I'm going to just talk pure politics, because Rumble's more of a freedom. You can just kind of talk, you know what I mean? Like, the thing about these other platforms, other than Kick, like the other platforms, I mean, you get in trouble for just talking about politics. I mean, there's a certain thing going on right now with an indictment, and if you put that in your title of your video for a YouTube, you're going to get like blacklisted, you know, which is crazy. So I do want to start probably streaming a few times on Rumble to talk about, you know, the other kind of stuff. But anyway, like I was telling Freedom Dove, like I was telling Random Stacker, I just canceled my StreamYard account and I'm using Restream. The only thing I worry about the Restream and losing the StreamYard is with the StreamYard, when you did your podcast, you could literally just download the audio, like directly. As soon as the podcast was over, you could either download the whole thing, the video and the audio, or you could just download the audio. So that was very convenient, because I would literally just download the audio and then upload it to Red Circle, which is my podcast. It's my podcast platform where there's no video. So it would go out to all the podcasts, you know, the Apple iTunes, and, you know, to go to all of the, you know, Stitcher Radio, you know, it goes all the podcast platforms, so that people just want to listen to like a podcast in their car. Spotify. But now with Restream, I don't know if I can do that, so I'm gonna have to check it out and see if I can. I'm hoping. So how have you been, Dove? How is your how are you doing with your suburban, what do you call it? Suburba, what do you call the thing? Your suburban, I know it's like a overlanding suburban build. Oh, Freedom, you said, I was just literally just thinking about you in the past day or two. My psychic mind must have known you were coming live soon. Yeah, you do have you're like that though. Yeah, Overland. I don't know if you've seen Dove. I bought it, it's new to me. It's an old truck, but I bought an Xterra that was bone stock, and I've been working on it and building it into a little overland. I made it an American Nomad edition. I'm going to do like a tour of it and stuff now that I'm done with it. I literally just got it finished. I'm going to take a shakedown trip to Ohio at the end of June. Ooh. Are you documenting any of that stuff on your YouTube channel, Dove? Anyway, I can show you I'll show you a picture of my. I still have the people continuously asking me about. People are continuously asking me about the Snap-on truck. I still have it as of now. I'll show you the new Xterra though. But I was telling Random Stacker I want to get a rooftop tent. I want to get a rooftop tent for the Xterra. And there it is. So when I bought this Xterra, it was just stock. I've lifted it, put the wheels and tires on it. I've had the windows tinted. And basically, I created my own little American Nomad edition. I've even got new badges that go right here. They're already on. I've already installed them. And it says American Nomad edition. And then I don't know if you can tell on the back window here, there's an American flag there. I have some other pictures here. Let's see. Somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So this is before and after. This is when I bought it in September. I bought it at the very end of September. Yeah, I bought it at the very end of September, and this is what I've done with it. I basically spent all my money on it. But I'm building it into like a little overland, and I want to get like a rooftop camper for it, which I may have to end up replacing this stock roof rack with a different rack that's wider. But I'm not working at Amazon anymore, so I will say, you know, Amazon, everybody bitches about Amazon, but it didn't pay. The pay wasn't that great, but it was regular pay, if that makes sense, which I'm not getting now, and as a freelancer you don't get. I only like my Suburban because it's bigger. You know what's funny, Dove, is I wanted something smaller. It's weird. I've driven Land Rover Discoveries for the last, gosh, going on 20 years. Since the late 90s. Actually 20 years. My last two trucks. But I wanted like a really like a compact midsize this time. Especially driving around California. I think the Xterra, I don't think it's that much smaller than my Discovery. But it seems smaller. I don't know why. But when it was before I lifted it, it was I mean, I liked it. I think they're aesthetically okay looking, you know, even when they're stock. That's why I liked it, because I used to like them back in the day. If that makes sense. You know, when they were really popular. They were discontinued in 2014. You can't even buy one now. You can't even buy a new one. But you know, even with their stock, I think they're kind of cool looking little trucks. But I wanted to be able to lift one like this and, you know, put some bigger wheels and tires on it and actually see what I could do with it. So I really like the way it looks. And I'm still partial to the Land Rovers. I like the inside of the Land Rover, because the inside of the Land Rover it's utilitarian, but it's also luxurious. This thing is very like, it's like the difference between like a Bic lighter and like a Zippo. You know what I mean? Like a Land Rover Discovery to me is more like a Zippo. This thing is more like kind of like a, you know, it's like a big, you know, plastic lighter. Do you have the 350 in your Suburban, Dove, or do you have the 454? I know the old Suburbans back in the day, in the 80s, came with 454s, and whew, I couldn't imagine putting gas on one of those things right now with the price of gas. Expensive. Can you see my, I don't know if you can even see it, Dove. Can you see my constellation and on the wall behind me? It's 5.30. Oh, it's a 5.3. Okay, yeah. So it's a Vortec. That's a Vortec 5.3, right? Is that still a Vortec? What year is your Suburban? Your sub-overlander? Yeah, it's a Vortec. That's a good engine. I had a couple of before I went with Land Rovers, I had two Chevys. Well, I had one Chevy and one GMC. Yeah, had one Chevy and one GMC. So I had a 1995 I had a 1995 Tahoe Sport Edition. That's a two-door Tahoe, four-wheel drive. It was a really cool looking truck. It was burgundy. It had the wheel flares on it. And then the only thing about that truck is, like, I would take off and the seats would literally, the bolts for the seats were terrible. I see the graphics in the background. The old years were the best. Yeah, the graphics are moving. My whole thing, it moves. So anyway, and then after that, I ended up trading the 95 Tahoe in on a 98? I think it was a 1998 GMC Yukon Denali. So then I had that thing till 2001 when I got my first Land Rover Discovery. Yep. No. Yeah, that's right. No, it was later than that. It's 2004. And I bought my first Land Rover Discovery. So are you still keeping up with the Nomad community, Dove? I was just talking to Random Stacker earlier. He didn't remember, or he doesn't know, but there's a Nomad from, if you keep up with Aja, I know you're way more into the Nomad community. If you keep up with Aja, the old boxy SUVs were awesome. Ship brick houses. Yeah. If you keep up with Aja and that Nomad community, so there's a Nomad. His name is Jimmy Allen. I don't know if you remember him. He's got a YouTube channel. I was showing his YouTube channel earlier. Let's see. I'm in the wrong browser. Why does it keep saying this? My password's at risk. Oh no. So Jimmy's YouTube channel is Almost a Happy Camper. Not sure if you remember him, Dove. But this is his YouTube channel. And Jimmy Allen was the host of the Boondockers Bash out at Quartzsite. And look, I mean, he's got a video from literally 3 days ago. Check this out.
It's a lot warmer in Bakersfield than it is up at the lake.
He's from Bakersfield.
We decided to stay down here at the river last night. It was so late I didn't want to drive back and I wanted to have a couple beers, so it's always kind of nice down here. I figure I'd show you guys. I'm still waking up. I figure I'd show you guys how full the river. If you're familiar with Bakersfield, you know how full this should be. We're kind of like, I don't know, a few miles outside of Oildale. The river normally runs clear, but because there's so...
Anyway, video's 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes long, so he posted that 3 days ago, 943 views, and I'm gonna do a Nomad News episode. I'm gonna bring Nomad News back as well, Freedom Dove, probably here, and this is gonna be probably one of the stories I cover first because Jimmy just passed away a couple of nights ago on 3/29/23, so probably the night after he made this video and uploaded it. He passed away in his sleep in his bed that night. So there's a GoFundMe page for him that's been set up. And I was telling Random Stacker that it's so funny calling Random Stacker because he was Random Nomad for so long. But yeah, so here's Jimmy's GoFundMe. It's raised $1,100. But Jimmy was the host of the Boondockers Bash in Quartzsite. That was his event. He was the host of that. We're friends on Facebook, so I don't know, like following him on Facebook. he was a troubled soul. I mean, I'm not, you know, you're not supposed to talk negative of the dead, and but you know, Jimmy had he had some issues, you know what I mean, like a lot of nomads do. You know, it's like a lot of what a lot of people are doing is, you know, trying to escape the everyday mundane reality. But he was still a good dude, and I was telling Random Nomad that he was literally the first guy, or the first nomad that had he was sponsored by Jackery before anybody was sponsored by Jackery, before anybody even knew who Jackery was. The little inverters, the little electric inverters. Yeah, he was promoting Jackery when nobody even knew who Jackery was. And when I was at the Boondockers Bash, I'd talked to Jackery and tried to get a sponsorship from him when they got really popular, like in 2014, 2015, when I was living out in Joshua Tree. And I hit them up, and they were like, "Nah, we're not taking anybody right now. We've already got some, you know, we already have enough sponsors." No, I don't think he did, Freedom Dove. No, I don't think he did, because he's pretty anti like I am on that. So he just didn't take very good care of himself, you know, that kind of thing. And he had just gotten into a fight not too long ago, and some guys like broke his arm. So he had confronted some guys about something, and it was a mess. And he was always having a meltdown on his Facebook. So he would emotionally dump on his Facebook page. So a lot of people would, yeah, I don't know. It's always weird. It's always kind of weird, you know, when somebody passes, but it's, I'm glad I hope he found peace, you know what I mean? Cause he was having a struggle here. That makes sense. Sometimes things happen everything happens for a reason. And I think it was like, he was just having a lot of problems. And especially it was crazy because like the last couple of weeks, or like since he got his wrist broke or whatever, like he couldn't get surgery on it because he didn't have the right insurance. He needed surgery, so he was just having to live with it. It was a whole bunch of stuff. And then like he went to go do something and his car broke down, and yeah, he was just having a really, really tough time lately. I felt bad for him. I mean, he had a GoFundMe going to help him get back up on his feet after getting his arm broke. And then it's been transferred over to him. Do I know what his... No, I don't know what his cause of death was, Freedom. He just... I heard from another one of the nomads that posted on Facebook that they just found him passed away in his bed. He fell asleep. He died in his sleep, which is... I mean, that is the way to go. You know, if we're gonna go, I'd rather do that than get killed in a car accident or, you know, whatever. He literally died in his sleep, which is the way to go. Peaceful in your sleep. But, you know, I don't know that he was taking care of his arm right. He could have had an infection in his arm. You know, if you break your even if you break the bone, people don't realize if you break your bone in your arm, you can get an infection from that bone being broken in your arm. And I know when he first broke his wrist or whatever, he didn't even like go to the doctor or whatever. Like they had to force him to go to the doctor to get it looked at. So, I mean, he could have had a staph infection of that thing that set in, or who knows. What are you doing awake, Dove? What time is it where you're at? It's got to be like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning where you're at. Where are you these days? And I was going to say another reason that I'm going to try to start the Nomad News thing back up again, but kind of the reason I kind of really... It's 5 a.m. You're just like me. You're a night owl. So is a Random Stacker, but he's got to go to... Oh, you're still in India? You're still in Indiana? Yeah, Random Stacker, he's got to go to work at 6:30, and he's just going to bed. And it's 4 o'clock where he's at. Or 5, I guess 5 where he's at too, probably. Dark Vixen, what is going on? My gosh, I'm seeing everybody tonight. What's up, Dark Vixen? I got some crazy news for you, Dark Vixen. I am streaming on Kick now. I'm sure you've heard of Kick, right? They give their creators 95% of what they make. But I'm streaming on Twitch too. So for Freedom Dove and Dark Vixen just got in here. I had StreamYard. I just canceled my StreamYard this morning, or yesterday morning now, after having it for 2 or 3 years. Oh, you're on Twitch and Kick? All right, I'm so glad to hear you're on Kick. I'm going to follow you on Kick. So I'm streaming on Twitch and Kick right now as well. But I canceled my StreamYard account, and I am actually streaming. I'm multi-streaming right now on Restream, and I'm very impressed with this Restream. I was never really impressed with StreamYard, and StreamYard was $25 a month for their professional thing. And on Restream, it's $19 a month, and on StreamYard, you could only stream, even for $20 or $25 a month, you could only stream on 3 different platforms at the same time. I'm restreaming on 4 right now on Restream, and I'm only paying $19.99 a month. Why don't I see Dark Vixen's comments? You don't see Dark Vixen's comments, Freedom, because she's on Twitch. I'm streaming on 4 different platforms right now. I'm streaming on Facebook, my Facebook profile page. I'm streaming on my YouTube channel, one of my YouTube channels, American Nomad. I'm streaming on Kick on my American Nomad channel, and I'm streaming on Twitch on my American Nomad channel. So right now, 4 different streams are going all at once, which is crazy. Oh, you followed me on Kick? Yay, I'm going to follow you back. I have 2 followers now on Kick. I've only done 2 streams on Kick. Dark Vixen. Yeah, you're on, it's weird because on my, you can't see it here. On my, I wonder if I can show you. Let me try something real quick. Hold on, guys. Let's see if we can move this camera. So if you look, there we go. Now you can see the comments. So you can see the icon. Can't really see it that well, but you can see it. It shows like a little Twitch icon there. That's Dark Vixen, and then right here, Freedom Dove. You're right there. It shows the little red YouTube icon. So in my chat, I get everybody. If that makes sense. Now we got to get the camera set back up here. There we go. Sorry about that. I guess I should have went back to that camera. I was moving that one around. Anyway, yeah. So I really like the Restream. It works pretty good. Oh, it's so weird, Vixen, because, or it's not weird, but my Stream Elements is working because you made a post in Twitch and my Stream Elements popped up. It's so crazy. My Twitch bot is working in this chat as well. So I seen you and Nova have been streaming a lot on Twitch, Vixen. Is Nova on Kick as well? And I streamed on Kick yesterday for 7 hours. But it was just a game streaming, so I'm going to be doing the podcast and using Restream for the podcast. Oh, you're trying to get him to stream on Kick? Awesome. So, Freedom Dove, what have you been up to? What's the weather up in Indiana? Where are you at again, Vixen? You're like up there too somewhere, right? Can you guys hear the... I've got a little bit of background music going. Can you guys hear it? Freedom Dove says, I figured you were spending your time streaming on other platforms. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Freedom Dove. I really haven't been streaming on any platforms. I got really hard and heavy on Twitch for a while. That's Vixen's one of my friends from Twitch. And then I just kind of gave it up. Nope, I'm losing. Thought I lost the camera there for a second. That's still going. Oh, nope. Camera went off. There we go. The camera had a hiccup there for a second. But yeah, I plan on getting back to streaming again. Plan on streaming on both of my YouTube channels and just working this thing. Early spring here. Temps bounce up and down. Storms are the normal right now. You guys would not believe California. It's like we've been turned into Washington. It's been raining this entire year. I've lived in California for 15 years, I guess, or since like 2006. And it's rained more just this year than it has that entire time that I've lived here. It's been raining this whole year. It's rained yesterday. It's raining every day. Oh yeah, you're in Kansas. I'm just trying to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch. Get that Fortnite creator code. I'm so close. And I'll be on Kick most of the time. Twitch part-time. Yeah, 1,000 followers. You've been working it, girl. I just hope Kick makes it. I think right now jumping on Kick and get that 95%, because they're doing the 95% split and they're taking 5%. Nobody's going to do that, and that's not going to last. So if you can get on there and make some money right now, that's a way to do it. I have some friends in Kansas. They live in they're in the Nomad community, but they're in Wichita, I think. Wichita, Kansas. They have a shop there. They build out conversions on school buses. They raise the roof on school buses and turn them into RVs. Freedom Dove says, that's good and bad. The reservoirs and the lakes need refilled, but the mudslides are bad. Yeah, right here, we've had so much rain, it's like washed stuff away. Like you see roads and stuff just collapsing and getting washed away. The most irritating thing about it to me is the simple fact that the most irritating thing to me about it is the simple fact that we're having all of this rain, but the state of California has invested no infrastructure and to save this rainwater at all. So the reservoirs and stuff that we have, they got filled up the first week that we had massive rain. And we have all of this massive snow cap that's going to be melting. And all of this water, do you know where it goes? Guess where the damn water goes? It all goes out the LA River straight out into the Pacific Ocean. So for the last 10 years in California, all they do is bitch, the government. All they do is bitch and bitch and bitch about conserve water. Don't water your yard. There are literally cities here. I'm trying to remember if it was Santa Barbara. There's cities here banning swimming pools. They're literally banning swimming pools. There are people that have permits and they've built their new houses with a swimming pool, and now they can't fill up their swimming pool because their swimming pool has been outlawed. You just can't even imagine. You can't even fathom. But now there's no water shortage. But you would think if California is having all of this drought that they would start investing in infrastructure with more places to save rainwater and catch water. But no, we wasted $5 billion on a train to nowhere. Over $5 billion on a train that'll probably never even get finished or built. Vixen says, me too. I have high hopes for Kick. Me and you both. Me and you both. I'm really rooting for Kick. I know there's some, it's owned by a gambling company, which is called Stake. I get that, but I'm still hoping I'm still really hoping they make it. Freedom Dove says the government is stupid. We don't actually need them. God, amen, Freedom Dove. We need a government, but a little government. Way little compared to what we have. Can you guys hear the music in the back? Just stay off of CCP TikTok. Yeah. I have a account on there, but I'm not on there very much. I gotta change that music because it's actually copyrighted. Oh, Vixen, you changed over to YouTube. So you should be able to see her now, Freedom Dove. Off topic, have you ever seen a Sasquatch? I've never seen one in real life. That'll wake you up. I got 3 tabs up. I have 2 browsers. Vixen and I've got you beat. I have 2 browsers. I have Microsoft Edge going. And I have Google Chrome going, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Google Chrome, and I have 1 in Edge. The dock. I appreciate you ladies hanging out with me. What time is it, Vixen? It's got to be like 5 o'clock where you're at, too. Are you on Central Time, Vixen? If you're on, see, Kansas is Central Time, or is it Mountain? Yeah, 4:06. That's what I thought. Were you streaming tonight, Vixen? Yeah, Central Standard Time. Same as Dallas. 2 hours ahead of me here. It's just 2 a.m. here. Are you ladies going to be here? Give me 2 seconds. I got to run to the restroom real quick. And then we'll probably end the stream here pretty quick when I get back. I'll let you ladies, you both are on YouTube. I'll let you guys, ladies talk between each other. You should follow Freedom Dove. You should follow Vixen. She's good people. You should probably eat dinner soon. Yeah, it's only like 5 o'clock in the morning, Freedom Dove. You don't gain a couple of pounds, you're going to blow away, girl. Vixen says, no, I was gaming and watching a movie with my boo. Oh, I saw your picture on, I liked your picture on, you had the 3 picture thing on Instagram. I liked it. 3 versions, Dark Vixen. Freedom Dove, I'm a night owl. I think we're all night owls. Are you still working, Vixen, at that same job that you were doing? I'm hoping Vixen gets to that full-time streamer money. You're still working there? I gotcha. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I already made it back. Thank you, ladies, if you hung with me there. Sorry about that. No, I think Vixen is static. Whoops. We lost the camera. Shows it's working. There we go. Sorry for the delay. I was refreshing my adult beverage. Ah, no worries. That's what I need, is an adult beverage. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel, Vixen. I'm gonna have to follow your YouTube channel. Let's see if I can copy your username. Do you post any videos, Vixen, on YouTube? Or you just have a channel? You post some of your you should post some of your clips from your stream, from your Twitch stream. What's going on there? Yeah, I don't find your username popping up. There we go. Oh, I gotcha. Oh, you have 12 subscribers. I'm gonna be your lucky 13, Vixen. I don't have anything really on it yet. A couple of vids. That's what I'm trying to do. I need to edit more clips. Gotta find the time, I know. It takes so much time. Oh yeah, I see your clips. I'm your 13th subscriber. I like your banner. And Freedom Dove has a YouTube channel as well, so you should follow her YouTube channel. Vixen. She's good people. She's got an sub-overlander. She has a Suburban that she's turned into like a camper. Freedom Dove says, I'm still doing my thing here in Indiana. Not much uploading, but I do still upload exercise videos as often as possible. Nice. Yeah, I don't even watch the YouTube I watch now is like so different than the stuff I used to keep up with. I was telling you earlier, or maybe I was telling Random Stacker, I took a step back from the Nomad community, like when I was doing a lot of Nomad videos, because people are so hateful in that community in some instances. It's crazy. It's sad too, like the negativity and just people just being like so mean-spirited. I don't even know why. Because I used to watch the sailboat community a lot, and they're not like that. They don't have so many trolls. Like, that stuff starts beating you down when you're dealing with it every time you upload a video, and there's people just being stupid hateful in there. It's like, you're like, why am I even doing this? Like, it's not even worth it. I mean, if you're making a crazy amount of money, but if you're not making a crazy amount of money, then forget it. Freedom Dove says, I will be nomadic, but I want to avoid the drama. I'm an introvert. Most nomads are. That's what's so funny about it. But I'm not really talking about like the nomadic community themselves. I'm talking about the people that are on YouTube that are, most of them are not even nomadic. They're just haters. It's the old Camo Dave type, you know what I mean? The people that were in his, you know, and always in his videos and his commenters. The bottom of YouTube type stuff. People just talking smack, just being haters for no reason. Chrome from Van City Van Life says, don't read the comment. Yeah. He's smart. Yeah, he's smart. That's actually the way to do it, is don't read the comments. I mean, everybody says that, but it can be easier said than done. That guy's really done well, because he's like 300 or 400. I think he's 300,000 subscribers now. It's crazy. Like, he's really committed to it, though, man. He uploads like a beast. I never could stand Dave's channel. RIP, of course. That makes two of us. That was another reason that I kind of stopped on my channel, because, I mean, like, people would be like, oh, you trying to be like Camel Dave? I'm like, no, not really, but if you guys, that's what you want, then more power to you. I don't have to do this channel. And then he RIP'd, like you said. All right, ladies, we're coming up on an hour and 40 minutes here. I just planned on doing this thing for an hour. Yeah, Chrome is hardcore. If you know, you guys know, like, uploading or doing YouTube videos and editing them and everything it's not easy. Filming them in Chrome, you know, Nomad Fanatic was the first one. You know, he's the first guy that's been so committed, but like Chrome come along and he's doing it right. And being committed to it and just keeping at it, man, that's the way to go. Which one, you ladies tell me, which one of these camera angles do you like the best? Do you like this angle here where I'm talking to the camera? Or do you like this angle here where the camera's down here? Or this one here? This is my gaming camera. I like having the 3 cameras though. Yeah, he did. It's so funny you say that, Dove. Because him and I had I put a video out about it because he was trashing the Nomad community. That's when like everything kind of went sideways with me with him. And I kind of stopped posting YouTube videos because him and I kind of got into it. Dove says, it's so hard for me to even turn on the camera. LOL. He was a DJ though, so he was already into that stuff. All the angles are good. Yeah. Chrome he was a DJ, and I don't know, man, he's just very good. He's very natural on camera, you know what I mean? And I don't know what he's using now, but I mean, I was keeping up with his channel when he first started it. Check out the stream on your social platforms. What does this mean? Oh, but anyway, I was watching his channel when he very first started it, and he was using his phone. People don't know this. I don't know if he still is. He still could be, but when he first started his YouTube channel, for the first 2 years, maybe more, he was just using his iPhone to film everything. You like the first option? So you like this one, Vixen, that you're seeing now? Or you like my gaming one? This one? This is my gaming camera. I don't know, I just I kind of felt like this one here is a little bit more personable. It's a little closer in. I can like talk right to the camera, you know. Right to the camera. Whoops. Made my face blurry. And get it to focus. Now it's not focused. Let me it focused on the mic instead of my face. There we go. I think it's focused now. I literally have to turn on the camera and then ignore it. Yeah, that's how you do it. It's so funny because a friend of mine, I'm helping her get up and get started streaming. And she's a gorgeous girl, but I was telling her, like, when I first started streaming, or when I first started doing YouTube videos, like, I've been behind the camera for years. So there was nothing intimidating to me about a camera. So when I decided to really go gung-ho and really jump into some YouTube, I really didn't have I had no like apprehensions about it. I was like, oh, this is going to be a breeze. And then the first YouTube video that I tried to do a vlog, just a regular vlog, I turned the camera on me and it was so awkward. It was terrible. And I look back at my old YouTube videos and it's just like, I was terrible. I mean, it took me forever to literally get my stuff together. Cause, yeah, it was just bad. I was like, you get the deer in the headlight look. As soon as I turned the camera on me, I couldn't even remember what to say. I was just like, hey, yeah, thanks guys for, checking out my, YouTube channel. Yeah, it was bad. I'll leave those videos up there though on my YouTube channel. They're still there if you dig back through, just because I want to see, you know, where I was and where I've come. I made the mistake of deleting my first 5 YouTube videos. I did like 5 YouTube videos when I very first started my YouTube channel in like 2006. And then when I really decided I was going to produce better content, I deleted those old ones because I was just sitting there talking to the camera and I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm definitely not a YouTube personality. The hard part is trying to be the artist, performer, and the videographer all at the same time. Yep, 100%. I saw, what's the weather, Vixen, are you still in here? What's the weather like in Kansas? I saw Little Rock, I think, got hit by a tornado. It's crazy. Always keep your original videos on external hard drive. I don't trust the cloud. Yeah, absolutely. I have a 4 terabyte hard drive. And then for my Mac is I have an old Mac Pro with, I had like 14 terabytes. I have a G drive, a Tower G drive. But that thing's got so old I don't even really use it anymore. But the G drive is over there. And that G drive was super expensive. I'm just with my Canon that's right here. I'm just streaming with the battery and the camera, and I was curious to see like how long I would be able to stream if it would run out of battery, but it's like still got 2 bars left. Technology can fail. Yes, it can. The biggest failure that I worry about failing right now is the dollar. Because China and Russia just made a pact to start using the yen. And if the petrodollar collapses, it could definitely bring on the collapse of the dollar. And then we're going to see some really weird stuff. Like, you don't even see anything about that in the news. Like, they didn't talk about it at all. And it's yeah, it's pretty alarming what's going on with the dollar. I've heard they want us to go, yeah, that's what everybody's saying. But the truth is like, that's why I think China and Russia are moving to the yen, because if the petrodollar collapses, then the dollar will no longer be the international currency. So it won't matter what we go to. They won't care. If the yen becomes the international currency, then a digital currency, if they make us go to a digital currency, it's not going to matter. Because the rest of the world's not going to be using the digital currency. It'll just be us. And the dollar won't be worth anything. The only reason the dollar holds its value right now is because of the petrodollar, and because it's an international currency. Because we're so far in debt that it doesn't even make sense. All of it's orchestrated. Totally agree. But anyway, I don't want to get off on a freaking political tangent. So funny. I was like, I'm not talking politics anymore. Because that's what got my YouTube channel demonetized. You literally can't say anything when it comes to politics without getting in trouble. They're all in it together. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm gonna try something real quick. Give me 2 seconds here. This will be interesting. It's so funny because I'm like sitting here looking at my phone, and then I was watching a friend of mine. She was streaming today, and she was all looking at her phone, like ignoring the stream and stuff. I was like, God, that's so rude. And now I'm doing the same thing. I'm sitting here doing the same exact thing. I wasn't saying it was rude. It was just like she was just like was in oblivion. Like she just was not paying attention at all to her stream. She was just on her phone. I know you disagree, but I insist that people research the true flat earth. The heliocentric model isn't. I totally agree. It's so funny you say that, Dove. I was just watching a documentary, a YouTube documentary on it last night. It's funny you say that. Or night before last, I guess. It was over an hour long. And it was talking about, and I agree. I mean, like, there was a thing in the documentary that said, I'm not going to say that I agree that it's flat, but I don't know that it's a ball either. I don't know. But I know that a lot of it, when you start talking about a ball that's spinning through space at 1,000 miles an hour or 1,600 miles an hour, none of that makes sense. And in that documentary, they said one thing that really stuck out to me. Really stuck out to me, and they were like, hey, if we have this Hubble telescope that's so far out in space right now but can take pictures back of Earth, then why don't they just take a picture of like somebody in a kayak in Australia cruising along in their kayak upside down, and that would prove everything. And I'm like, ding, you know, it's a light bulb moment, because yeah, it would. That would prove, you know, if they would take, you know, some dude in his kayaking down a river and he's upside down in Australia, that'd prove it. Yeah, it's just, you know, it just doesn't make sense. A lot of it just doesn't make sense. And it's just what we were told. You don't know, but it's like, that's what's so irritating, was when people act like they know. You don't know. You just, all you know is what you were told, what we were told as kids, the time we grew up. Down is down for everywhere, for everyone. Yeah, exactly. We were brainwashed. Absolutely, 100%. And here's another one. So here's one I think. Like if you ask a lot of pilots, like if you get a pilot by themselves, a pilot, like a commercial airline pilot, if you get them by themselves and you ask them, is it a ball or is it flat? They always say it's flat. I believe it's a lie, yeah, for 50 years. We all did, because we didn't know any better, you know what I mean? We just never questioned those things. That's one thing the internet has been great for, is it's expanded our minds, because there's so much information where we question everything. Question everything. Yeah, exactly. Pilots know. But then there's also the whole. I mean, I've seen it explained a couple of different ways in like the documentaries, but like if you're flying, how do you get back to the same spot? You know what I mean? If it's a ball, that makes sense. But if you're flying and it's flat, you would literally fly off into the oblivion. So, like I said, it's just all different questions. I'm embarrassed that I went along with the live for so long without questioning it. We all did because we just didn't know. It's what we were taught in school. It's literally what we were taught in school. I remember being in school. I remember being in grade school. Dark God, what is up? How are you this morning? Twitch Nation. Yeah, I remember being in school and the teacher like told us like, hey, you know, like people used to think the earth was flat. And we're like, what? Everybody, we were little kids. We're like in elementary school and we all started laughing. We thought that show was funny. But I question everything now as well. We're talking about some conspiracy oriented stuff here, Dark God. What are you up to this morning? What's going on Twitch? HPFR runner. What does the HPF stand for? Forerunner? It's not the teacher's fault they parrot what they were taught. Just planning a podcast as a guest for the second time. Oh, nice. Oh, you're going to be a guest, Dark God? That's awesome. You should be on my podcast. You could be my guest. What are you going to be talking about as a guest on the podcast you're going to be on? Let me So do you stream on Twitch, Dark God? I'm looking you up right now. I'm going to follow you if you have a channel. Yes, you do. Oh, you got 163 followers and now you have 164, buddy. Oh, you have your, is it a game? It's a console? Playing some Super Mario Smash Brothers. Nice. Cool. Thank you for dropping into the stream, bro. I just followed you, Dark God. Freedom Dove says, I wish I could see these other streamers' comments. I know, it's too bad you can't. So Dark God, I have you hear me talking about Freedom Dove, so she's in the room as well. So this is my first stream on Restream. So I'm streaming to 4 different platforms right now. My Facebook profile, my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, and my Kick channel. Dark God says, but there is a small introduction. I am HP. But here's my small introduction. I am HP or Dark God or HPF. I'm from the Netherlands. Oh, nice. I'm a coder and I'm a professional Mario Kart 8 Deluxe speedrunner and esporter. Oh, so you're for real. You're serious. You're a professional Mario Kart 8 Deluxe speedrunner. That's awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Dark God. Do most people call you HP or do most people call you Dark God? I love all of our random moniker names, though. Freedom Dove, Dark God, Vixen. She was in here earlier. You can choose yourself. I don't really care. Yeah, I'll just call you Dark God. I like that. Because if I say HP, that reminds me of Hewlett Packard. You know, look like a Hewlett Packard. So what time is it in the Netherlands? I'm in LA, Los Angeles, Freedom Dove. She's on YouTube. She's watching through YouTube. She's in Indiana. 11:36 a.m. So yeah, we got 9 hours difference. Europe, I should have known that. So here in LA it is 2:37 a.m. in the morning. So how long have you been streaming on Twitch, Dark God? Okay, I should have looked at your channel a little more. Let's see. It says, welcome to my channel. View my streams regarding my Rocket League bot called Drop Style, Minecraft, and Mario Kart N64 speedruns. That's pretty awesome. Oh, so you just started streaming because you got a stream from 7 days ago. Videos. Oh, you got a bunch of videos. Cool. Have to check it out. Let's see. I don't know what we could do here. Let's. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Dun, 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 dun. And let's see, we will go to right here, and we will bring up how to keep that from popping up. So here's Dark God's channel right here. Do you have a P.O. box, Rav? I don't have a P.O. box, Vixen. I have a business address though. That if you send me a DM somewhere, I could send it to you. Looking at Dark God's we are looking at Dark God's Twitch channel. Let's see. Find a short video. So he's playing Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart Deluxe. He's got a video that's a minute long. Let's see what he does. I don't hear anything. That's pretty cool. I've never played on one. I've never played on one of these little Game Boys or whatever they are. Stuff is super popular though. All right. We'll get out of there. I know Freedom Dove is not a big gamer fan. I'm not on social media, so I don't know how to DM you. I'll give you, I don't know where I can give you my freaking business address. My son is a gamer. Yeah, you said your son was addicted to gaming or something. Didn't you, Freedom Dove? Let's see. See if this will come through. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me try again. Rev. Here's my address, my business address. Vix, Freedom Dove. I just posted in the chat. That'll go to my office, so you can send there if there's something to send. And I have a bunch of American Nomad stickers. I don't know if does anybody do stickers anymore? These are actually really good stickers. These aren't like little cheapy stickers. These are like stickers like I mean, I put it on one on the back of my window on my truck. And you go through a car wash and nada. They're waterproof stickers. I actually have my, oh, right here. I have my water bottle for the gym, and it's got one of my stickers on it. Bam chicka wow wow. Oh, and then this hat. Hold on a second. Let me grab something. So here's two different hats that I have that are in my store. And then the one I have on is the used one, so you can see what they look like a used when it's dirty. I really like this. I just ordered this one. I didn't order this one because it's white and I thought, oh, they get dirty so quick. I really like this one. It even matches my chair. I'm going to order some more. I got a bunch of stuff to order. You got a question, Dark God? Shoot, buddy. What is it? I'm saying Dark God because I just, I don't know. I don't want to be misgendering you. I make homemade small batch organic skin. Ooh, really? I make homemade small batch organic skin care products. That's right up my alley, Freedom Dove. I would love to try that. As a matter of fact, is if I like it and I like the way it smells and stuff, I'll promote it on my stream. When do you want to do the podcast, and about what do you want to be about? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at your channel a little bit more, Dark God, and we'll talk about it. Let me give you my email, and you can just email me, Dark God. It's just Rav Holly. Yeah, drop me an email, buddy. But I can have you, you know, I can have you. I'm using Restream right now, so I can have you like on the, can have you on the podcast from the Netherlands, which would be cool. We could talk about your gaming stuff. We'll just do a regular stream on Twitch. Oh, I do have Discord. Yeah, I do have Discord. Hold on a second. I'll get you the Discord. Get you the Discord server. It usually comes up in the chat bot. It's showing the store. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. See it? But yeah, I'm always one of the biggest headaches trying to do this podcast is getting guests to be on the podcast. So I'd love to have you on, especially from the Netherlands, because I don't know. I've been all over Europe, but I've never been to the Netherlands. I've been to Switzerland. I've been to Iceland. Iceland's really not the Netherlands. I mean, Europe though. Anyway, guys, we just hit 2 hours. I was just going to stream for an hour, so I hit 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and probably wind this down. I want to say thank you so much, guys, for dropping in. And join that Discord link and hit me up in the Discord. Dark God, and we will get you scheduled to get you on the podcast. Maybe today's Saturday now, so maybe probably the Wednesday show of next week, Dark God, if we can get everything set up. Freedom Does says, what do you need? I make lip balm, wound balm, tattoo salve, hand sanitizers, preventative free creams that must be refrigerated because I don't use preservatives. Probably the lip balm sounds good. I like having like lip balm. I mean, like, I'm not big into the chapsticks because I don't like the way they taste, if that makes sense. But I like having something for my lips. So usually I'll just use like I have like one of those medium-sized jars of Vaseline. Does that make sense? And I just like put a little bit out on my lips. But sometimes the Vaseline is not that great because it makes them chapped even more. Awesome, Dove. Appreciate it. Maybe the hand sanitizer. Do you make like a face cream? That's what I really need. Vaseline sucks, yeah. I need like a face cream because I'm a dude and like I've been looking like I was at some friends of mine's house like last month and I was actually house sitting for them. Your stuff is all natural. That's the best kind. I was actually house sitting for them and he had like the husband, it's a friend of mine, Brent. He had like a beard wash and like face cream and like all this stuff I never used. I've never used a beard wash in my life. Now I shaved since then. But I had like a lot of facial hair at that time. And this stuff was like it was like Sasquatch or something like that, right? Isn't there a brand, like a men's brand? And but I used the beard wash and I couldn't believe because like my I don't have a lot of beard hair, but my beard hair is very coarse. It's not soft at all. And it looks very wiry. And I used that beard wash, and I didn't think it would do anything. You know what I mean? I thought it was just going to be like soap. And, you know, a lot of times if I use like Dove or if I use like Irish Spring, like soap on my face, it makes my beard hair even more coarse. It's even harder. And I used that beard wash, man, and my beard was like, it was so soft and it looked so different. It was weird. I could take like a comb and comb through it. It was weird. It looked so different. And then I used some of his face cream and I was like, I meant to buy some, but I just never did. So much of that contains a lot of chemicals though. Yeah, his was supposed to be all natural, but I don't know that it was. You know, a lot of these things, they sound, or they say they're all natural, but then, you know, you get down to the brass tacks and it's not, because if it was all natural, it wouldn't last. All right, guys. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dove. And let me start with the lip balm and the hand sanitizer. And if I like it, I'll promote it on the stream. Do you sell it? Yeah, just send me some samples of the stuff you have. Because if you're selling it, let me know. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this thing up. I don't know where Darkbeard went. He might have got lost on the Discord server. I make hair serum for split ends that would serve as beard oil. Ooh. Yeah, I'll definitely... I'll try anything you send me. As long as I can take it to the gym, because 90% of the time I shower after I get through working out at the gym. You're having labeling problems? Yeah. That's the hardest thing about producing anything on your own is like the packaging of it. Because packaging is not cheap. And you got to be making enough money to get it professionally packaged, so you end up just like putting it in jars and stuff like that. Okay, Dove, thank you so much. Thank you so much for dropping in, Dove. Dark God, I don't know if you're still in here. I think you got lost on the Discord server. I want to thank you so much for dropping in. Random Stacker, Dark Vixen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You really made my night, because I thought I was going to be talking to myself all night, and I ended up having somebody to talk to the entire stream. Can't believe it. I'm barely making a living wage. I hear you. I hear you, Freedom Dove. I hear you. Hopefully it's all going to turn around for us. That would be nice. But it may just get worse with all this inflation and everything. I used to be able to, there's a little teriyaki place right beside my office, and I used to jump in there every day and get like a teriyaki bowl. It's like the teriyaki chicken. It's called a veggie combo because it's got the steamed vegetables, rice, and then it's half steak and half chicken. Like on one side of the bowl is steak, one side's chicken. It was like $7 forever. It's like $14 now. Time I go in there, I get a monster and a chicken and a veggie combo. I'm like, oh my god, I can't. It's like $30 for 2 days. Can't do it. But I don't cook. It was so great to see you, Dove. Have a good night. Get you some sleep. Looking forward to getting your products. Totally looking forward to getting your products and being able to check them out. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of the American Nomad Podcast. I want to thank you guys for dropping in, and I plan on hopefully I can get a schedule together for this thing so it's just not random. That's my goal, is to be able to do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, podcast, so you guys can actually keep up with it, or schedule it so I can put a schedule out that you guys can check. Anyway, let's hit that outro.
Thank you for listening to the American Nomad Podcast. Until next time, keep looking up, because that's where it all is.
Until next time, guys, have a great night. And sleep tight. We're going to hit you guys with some sleep sounds. You ready? If I can get this one thing to go off.